when you think of a designer who works with science, you probably imagine someone who's trying to find applications for new research. So making slick products and bringing them to market, to consumers, etc. Basically solving problems. What I'm interested in is the messy stuff, the things that happen when science gets out of the lab and into the hands of the kind of irrational and unpredictable people that we all are. And so to do this, I use design as a way to tell stories. And so I'm just going to show you quickly 3 projects to kind of demonstrate that. The first one is called Acoustic Botany. And it's about a world where we engineer plants and flowers to make sounds and music, kind of reflecting on our aesthetic relationship to nature and the kind of modifications that we've done to nature for aesthetic reasons over centuries, basically. So it's kind of operating through parasites and symbiotic relationships, such as bugs that eat at modified nuts that have strings inside of them. So basically creating an ecosystem of music. And so I work closely with scientists to kind of figure out the processes that would have to be put in place for this to work. And so giving a kind of scientific credibility, if you like, to a fictional scenario to bring people in and basically engage in a different way with what science can mean for our culture and our society. The next project is an attempt at, oh sorry, this is the installation where the garden actually evolves over the course of a year, and different species kind of pollinate each other and create different sounds in different seasons. The next project is an attempt at generating stories with a computer. So I was interested in whether there is a DNA for narrative and whether that could be used to teach computers how to tell stories. And it turns out that Vladimir Prop, this Russian structuralist, actually reduced the fairy tale to 30 basic functions that are then combined to make stories. And so I thought that if you use this analytical tool as a kind of generative framework, we could teach a computer program to pick from these functions and make technically correct fairy tales. Unfortunately, computers are not able to tell stories, so the program kind of spits out a very rough outline and also has a time pressure. And so basically the users have to improvise and to make up the story as it goes along, creating some again, technically accurate, but pretty wild results. The next one I'm going to talk about is actually just there in the exhibition. It's called Fabulous Fabbers, and it's about basically factories moving back into the city. Thanks to new manufacturing techniques and kind of microengineering research from scientists that I was working with, I imagined the shape that these kind of lightweight factories would take in our cities. So whether it's a kind of mobile circus tent that kind of travels the country and follows demand or raw materials, or an undercover rogue factory which kind of operates under the radar and caters to special orders on a kind of black market level. Or a little street stall which is able to self-replicate, generating an endless supply of factories and stuff, which is kind of a nice promise, but also a kind of scary thing to think about. And the last bit is the one that was commissioned for here as part of putting this in an Irish context. And so this is the idea that people would move into ghost estates and set up their factories there, kind of reclaiming the abandoned urban sprawl. The project I'm working on at the moment is looking at mythologies of the internet. So the kind of abstract narratives or metaphors that we've created to make sense of a very abstract network. So like cookies and Trojans and firewalls and things like that. And so basically all of these things, what I'm interested in is that we're very willing to find facts in science, but I think in the end it's all culture, basically. Thank you.